Hello everyone, my name is Monica Saryana, NIM 2110417393, kelas manajemen 2, dosen Adi Mursalim, SEMM. A happy homeless learn English truck story. Once there was a poor man. His name was Hans. He had no money, no house and no food, but he was happy. Elvin, something, he said, I'll walk down this road to the next town. After a short time, a very old woman called to him from across the road. What do you want? Asked Hans. What do you want? Said the old woman. What do I want? I want money. You can have money, said the old woman. Take his magic blue coat to climb to the top of the tall tree. Then climb down inside it. You will come into a large room with 300 lights. There are 3 doors, good trucks, the first door, and you will see a big box. On the box sits a dog with ears as large as eggs. Don't be afraid, it won't hurt you. Put my blue coat on the floor. Take the dog and put it one on the cart in front of the box. Open the box and you will see money. Take some good truck, the second door, and you will see a bigger box. On the box sits a dog with ears as large as oranges. Don't be afraid, it won't hurt you. Put the dog down on the cot in front of the box. Open the box and you will see gold. Take some good truck, the third door. There you will see the biggest box. But what can I do for you? I don't want any money or gold or jewels, said the old woman. I only want one little thing. In the trick room, there is a small glass box. My grandmother lost it there. Bring me that box. Hans clambered up the tree and the one inside the tree. He went down and down and down. Then they saw the 300 lights and the 3 doors. He opened the first door and went into a lighter room. There, on a box, was a dog with ears as large as eggs. God's dog, said Hans. He remembered the old woman's words. He put her blue coat on the floor. He took the dog and put it one on the cot in front of the box. He opened the box and he got very excited. He took some money and put it in his oat. He put the dog back on the box and went into the second room. 3 on the box was a dog with ears as large as oranges. "Your friend dog," said Hans. He put the dog down in front of the box and opened the box. His ears were suddenly as yellow as the gold in the box. Hans took some gold and put it in his hat. Then he went into the last room. Things dog's ears were as large as plants. "You are a very fine dog," he said. Hen looked at the jewel in the box. His ears were suddenly red, blue, yellow, green, and gold. He took some jewels and put them in his socks. Then he remembered the old woman's glass box. He found it on the floor next to the box. But he did not throw it. Suddenly a sound hit him on the head. "Help! I'm going to fall and die." He shrieked, but he put out a hand and did not fall. "Did you throw that stone?" he called. "Yes." "Now give me the box." She was not very friendly now. "I'm not going to give it to you," he answered. The old woman got very angry and her face was very ugly. He clambered to the ground and walked away down the road. She called him names, but he did not answer. She called no nothing. It was night when he came to the tomb. He found a very nice room and asked for the best food. The next day he went out and brought beautiful clothes. He was a very important and rich man. People talked. He suddenly had many friends. One day somebody asked him, "Do you know about the princess?" "What princess?" asked Hans. "Who is she? Where does she live?" "You cannot see her," answered the man. "Why not?" "Because she is in a big house and she can leave it. There is only one door. Windows are fixed up. She never goes out. The king say nobody can see her." "Why does she live in that way?" asked Hans. "Because a clever old man said to the king, 'Your daughter will marry a poor man.'" The king was very angry. He built the big house with big windows and shut the princess in it. "I want to see," the princess. Said host, he found the house and went to the door. But the king's servants quickly sent him away. Then he put on his most expensive clothes and went to the king's home. The king was very angry. "Don't come near my house again," he started. "I will cut off your head and put it on a stake." Hans laughed well at this time and quickly used this money. One day, he only had 2 jewels. He left his nice room. He found a poor house and lived in it. Hans was poor now. Nobody cooked his food. Nobody cleaned his thoughts. His rich friends did not invite him to their homes. The tried to find the tree with the 3 dogs again, but he could find it. After a short time, Hans had no money. No money for food. He looked round his room. What could he sell? Three on the table. He saw the little glass books. Perhaps I can buy some bread with this. He thought. Why did the old woman want it? It is glass, but I can see into it. Perhaps 3 are jewels or gold inside. He tried to open the box, but he could. He ate it on with his hand. Suddenly, the dogs with ears as appeared in front of him. "What do you want?" asked the dog. "What do I want?" cried Hans. "I want money." The dog went away. It quickly came back with a bag of money in its mouth. Hans talks. Then he said, "I know. The first dog comes when I hit the box once. The second dog will come when I hit the box again. The third dog will come when I hit the box 3 times." He hit the box 1, 2, and the dogs with ears alert as orange broke gold. He hit the box 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and the dogs with ears as large as flats broke shells. Hans was urged again. He broke beautiful cottages and moved to a big house. All his friends came back. "Why didn't you visit us?" they said. "Where were you?" Hans did not like these friends. He thought only of the sad princess. She can never go out the dark. She can never walk in the garden. Her mother is dead. She can only speak to the servant and the old king. She has an happy life. One night Hans could not sleep. Suddenly he had an idea and he got up from his bed. He took the glass box and hid it on the dog came. It is night, a beautiful night, said Hans, and nobody will see. I know that the princess walked like a walk in my garden. Bringing her hair. Very quickly the dog came back. The princess was asleep on its back. Her beautiful face was shed. Hans woke her and took her into the garden. Where am I? She cried. What is happening? She was afraid. You are walking with me in my garden, said Hans. Look, the flowers are asleep. A garden, cried the princess. I'm outside, with the ground under my feet and the sky over my head. No walls, no windows. I can hear the sound of the night around me. They walked for a long time. Then the sun started to appear. I have to go, she said, but how did I get her? Hans told her about the glass box and the dogs. She hid the box and called the dogs. Good dog, she said, when it appeared. You have beautiful ears. Take me home. I don't want anybody to see you. Thank you for this night, Hans. The princess climbed on the dog's back and fell asleep. The next day, the princess did not remember anything, but she felt different. Her servant, Anna, a jealous and unkind woman, worked her. She said, "Wake up, princess, it is the middle of the day. The king is waiting for you." "Is he?" said the princess, and she jumped happily out of bed. "Look, Anna, it's a beautiful day." Anna started to dig. A number of things were strange. First, the princess always got up at 7 o'clock, but today it was 12 o'clock. Second, the princess was always sad, but today she was happy. Third, the bottom of the princess' necklace was dirty. Fourth, there was a beautiful red flower on the princess' bedroom floor, but there were no red flowers in the king's garden. Anna went to the king. "Let's run a witch," said the king. "When she goes out again, follow her." Hans was in love with the princess. He talked about her all day and all night. After 3 days, he could wait. He ate the glass box 1, 2, and the dog with ears as large as orange appeared. Please bring the princess to my garden," he said. The dog went to the princess, but Anna withdrew too. The dog carried the princess away on its back and Anna followed. The dog stopped at the door of a big house and went in. Anna wrote the letter X on the door and went home. Hans and the princess walked in the garden. Hans told the story of the old woman and the three dogs and the glass box. He told the princess about his poor mother and about his 3 brothers and 3 sisters. The princess loved his story. She talked about her parents. "My father was a great man and a good king," she said. "But when my mother died," he continued. "Suddenly he was old and tired and sad. He shut me in the house. Now he gets angry about little things. He doesn't want to be king. He wants wheat flour in his garden. My mother loved wheat flour, but now his flour are rusty." The red of the morning sun started to light up the sky. The princess said good night to Hans. He hid the box 1, 2, and the scone dog appeared. With its ears a big as orange. This dog called she of everything. It saw the X on the door and it told Hans, "Ho, ho, Lockheed Hans, come with me quickly and we will write X on every door in these streets." And the next day, Anna told the king the story of the night. The king took Anna and some men to Hans' streets. "Here is the house," cried Anna. "No, here it is," cried the king. One of the men ran to them. "The house in the next street," he said. "There is an X on the door." Every house had an X on its door. The king was very angry and went home. Later that day, Anna thought of another plan. She went into her room and shut the door. She made a small bag and she put little with stones in the bag. She made a small cut in the bottom of the bag and then put it in the princess's clothes. "No," she said, "when the princess goes out, the little stones will fall onto the road. We can follow the stones to the house." That night Hans called the princess again with the glass box. We walked in the garden. The dog with ears as large as plants waited at the front of the house. "I would like to be a princess," said Hans. "I would like not to be a princess," said the princess. "Why?" asked Hans. She didn't answer. "I want to be a princess," he said, "because I want to marry you, they sat down under a tree. Hans put the glass box on the ground next to him. Don't be a prince, they said. I can't love a prince. I will be a burgher, and you will be Hans. At that minute, the dog saw the king and Anna with 100 servants. They come out of the king house and looked at the little white stones. The white stones saw it the dog and they followed them. The dog ran to the princess, the king. The king is coming, it cried. Come quickly. The dog ran away through the stairs with the princess on its back. The king, Anna, and the servant arrived at Hans' house. Is the princess here? Cried the king. Hans did answer. Suddenly the king saw his daughter's little sow on the ground next to some beautiful white flowers. He could speak for a minute. Then he said angrily to Hans, my woodcutter will cut off your head at 12 o'clock tomorrow. The servants took Hans to the king's house and shut him in a room. Hans looked for his glass box. Where was it lost? He could not call the dogs. When he remembered, it was under the tree. When the sun came up, Hans went to the window to look out. He was very high up. He saw a little boy below him and called to him, Hey, little boy, what do you want? Cried the boy. What do you like, tree prince? Yes, please, said the boy. Then run to my house, said to my servant. Hans has a little glass book. It is in the garden under a tree. He wants me to bring into the king's house. When you bring me the books, I will give you 3 princes. The boy disappeared. A little time later, he came back with the box. Throw it up to me, called Hans. The boy threw up the box and Hans caught it. Then he threw down the money. At that minute, the door opened and the king's men came in. They took Hans to a big square in the center of the town. Everybody from the town was there. They wanted to watch. The king stood in the middle of the square with the important people of the town around him. In front of Hans stood a big strong woodcutter. He wore a long red coat and a tight black hat. Are you ready? Said the king to the woodcutter. Are you ready? Said the woodcutter to Hans. No, cried Hans, and they took out the glass box. Are you ready? Said the woodcutter to Hans. No, cried Hans, and they hit the box once. He hit the box again, once, two, and again. 1, 2, 3. The three dogs stood in front house. The three dogs stood in front of him. Take the one quarter away, he said to the dogs with eyes alert as X. Throw him in the river. The dog ran away with the wood charter on his back. Take the king's men away, Hen said to the dogs with eyes alert as plans. The dog got big and bigger. Everybody, with open mouth, the dog was as big as a horse. The king's men were very afraid and ran away. Bring the princess here, Han said to the dog with ears as big as oranges. Where is the king? He cried. In a short time, the princess and the king stood in front of Hans with the dog behind them. Do you want to be king? Hans asked the old king. No, said the king. I only want to have wet flower in my garden and a happy daughter. When the princess and a merry with flower with life in your garden again, and the princess will be happy. And so Hans married the princess. The new king and queen lived happily for many years. They had 6 children and a very big garden. The old king lived his last years near them. His garden was a sea of red flowers all year. Baiklah, di sini saya akan membacakan terjemahan dengan judul Bumi Bahagia, Belajar Bahasa Inggris Melalui Cerita. Suatu ketika, ada seorang miskin, namanya Hans. Dia tidak punya uang, tidak punya rumah, dan tidak punya makanan, tapi dia bahagia. Tidak lama kemudian, seorang wanita yang sangat tua memanggilnya dari seberang jalan. Apa yang kamu inginkan? Tanya Hans. Apa yang kamu inginkan? Kata wanita itu. Apa yang saya inginkan? Aku mau uang. Kamu bisa punya uang, kata wanita tua itu. Ambil mantel biru ajaib ini dan naik ke puncak pohon tinggi itu. Kemudian turun di dalamnya. Anda akan masuk ke sebuah ruangan besar dengan 300-an lampu. Ada 3 pintu. Pergi melalui pintu pertama dan Anda akan melihat sebuah kotak besar. Di atas kotak itu duduk seekor anjing dengan mata sebesar telur. Jangan takut, itu tidak akan menyakitimu. Letakkan mantel biruku di lantai. Ambil anjing itu dan letakkan di atas mantel di depan kotak. Buka kotak dan Anda akan melihat uang. Silahkan ambil. Pergilah melalui pintu kedua dan Anda akan melihat kotak yang lebih besar. Di atas kotak itu duduk seekor anjing dengan mata sebesar jeruk. Jangan takut, itu tidak akan menyakiti Anda. Letakkan anjing di atas mantel di depan kotak. Buka kotak dan Anda akan melihat emas. Silahkan ambil. Pergilah melalui pintu ketiga. Di sana Anda akan melihat sebuah kotak besar. Tapi apa yang bisa saya lakukan untuk Anda? Saya tidak menginginkan uang atau emas atau permata. kata wanita itu. Aku hanya ingin satu hal kecil. Di ruang ketiga, ada kotak kaca kecil. Nenek saya kehilangannya di sana. Bawakan aku kotak itu. Hans memanjat pohon dan kemudian turun ke dalam pohon. Dia turun dan turun dan turun. Kemudian dia melihat 300 lampu dan 3 pintu. Dia membuka pintu pertama dan masuk ke sebuah ruang kecil. Di sana, di atas sebuah kotak, ada seekor anjing dengan mata sebesar telur. Anjing yang baik, kata Hans. Dia ingat kata-kata wanita tua itu. Dia meletakkan mantel birunya di lantai. Dia mengambil anjing itu dan meletakkannya di atas mantel di depan kotak. Dia membuka kotak itu dan dia menjadi sangat bersemangat. Dia mengambil sejumlah uang dan memasukkannya ke dalam topinya. Dia mengembalikan anjing itu ke dalam kotak dan pergi ke kamar kedua. Di sana, atas sebuah kotak, ada seekor anjing dengan mata sebesar jeruk. Kamu anjing yang baik, kata Hans. Tapi dia mengulurkan tangan dan dia tidak jatuh. Apakah Anda melempar batu itu? Dia memanggil. Iya. Sekarang berikan saya kotak itu. Dia tidak terlalu ramah sekali. Aku tidak akan memberikannya kepadamu, jawabnya. Wanita tua itu menjadi sangat marah dan wajahnya sangat jelek. Dia naik ke tanah dan berjalan di jalan. Dia memanggilnya nama, tetapi dia tidak menjawab. Dia tidak bisa berbuat apa-apa. Saat itu, malam ketika dia datang ke kota, dia menemukan kamar yang sangat bagus dan meminta makanan terbaik. Keesokan harinya, dia pergi keluar dan membeli pakaian yang indah. Dia adalah seorang yang sangat penting dan kaya, pikir orang-orang. Dia tiba-tiba punya banyak teman. Suatu hari, seseorang bertanya kepadanya, "Apakah Anda tahu tentang sang putri?" "Putri apa?" tanya Hans. "Siapa dia? Di mana dia tinggal?" "Kamu tidak bisa melihatnya," jawab pria itu. "Kenapa tidak?" "Karena dia berada di rumah besar dan dia tidak bisa meninggalkannya. Hanya ada satu pintu jendelanya tinggi. Dia tidak pernah keluar." Raja berkata tidak ada yang bisa melihatnya. "Kenapa dia hidup seperti itu?" tanya Hans. "Karena seorang lelaki tua yang pandai berkata kepada raja, 'Putrimu akan menikah dengan lelaki miskin.'" Raja sangat marah. Dia membangun rumah besar dengan jendela tinggi dan menutup sang putri di dalamnya. "Saya ingin melihat sang putri," kata Hans. Dia menemukan rumah itu dan pergi ke pintu, tetapi para pelayan raja dengan cepat menyuruhnya pergi. Kemudian dia mengenakan pakaiannya yang paling mahal dan pergi ke rumah raja. Raja sangat marah. "Jangan dekati rumahku lagi," teriaknya. "Aku akan memenggal kepalamu dan menempelkannya pada tongkat." Hans hidup dengan baik saat ini dan dengan cepat menggunakan uangnya. Suatu hari, dia hanya memiliki 2 permata. Dia meninggalkan kamarnya yang bagus. Dia menemukan sebuah rumah miskin dan tinggal di dalamnya. Hans miskin sekarang. Tidak ada yang memasak makanannya. Tidak ada yang membersihkan sepatunya. Teman-teman kayaknya tidak mengundangnya ke rumah mereka. Dia mencoba menemukan pohon dengan ketiga anjing itu lagi, tetapi dia tidak dapat menemukannya. Setelah waktu yang singkat, Hans tidak punya uang. Tidak ada uang untuk makanan. Dia melihat sekeliling kamarnya. Apa yang bisa dia jual? Di sana, di atas meja, dia melihat kotak kaca kecil. "Mungkin aku bisa membeli roti dengan ini," pikirnya. "Mengapa wanita tua itu menginginkannya? Itu kaca, tapi saya tidak bisa melihat ke dalamnya. Mungkin ada permata atau emas di dalamnya." Dia mencoba membuka kotak itu tetapi tidak bisa. Dia memukulnya sekali dengan tangannya. Tiba-tiba, anjing dengan mata sebesar telur muncul di hadapannya. "Apa yang kamu inginkan?" tanya anjing itu. "Apa yang saya inginkan?" seru Hans. "Aku mau uang." Anjing itu pergi dengan cepat, kembali dengan sekantong uang di mulutnya, pikir Hans. Lalu dia berkata, "Aku tahu. Anjing pertama datang ketika saya memukul kotak sekali. Anjing kedua akan datang ketika saya memukul kotak lagi. Anjing ketiga akan datang ketika saya memukul kotak 3 kali." Dia memukul kotak 1, 2, dan anjing dengan mata sebesar jeruk membawa emas. Dia memukul kotak itu 3 kali. 1, 2, 3. Dan anjing dengan mata sebesar piring membawa permata. Hans menjadi kaya kembali. Dia membeli pakaian yang indah dan pindah ke sebuah rumah besar. Semua temannya kembali. "Mengapa Anda tidak mengunjungi kami?" Mereka berkata, "Di mana kamu?" Hans tidak menyukai teman-teman ini. Dia hanya memikirkan putri yang sedih. Dia tidak akan pernah bisa keluar, pikirnya. Dia tidak pernah bisa berjalan di taman. Ibunya sudah meninggal. Dia hanya bisa berbicara dengan para pelayan dan raja tua. Dia memiliki kehidupan yang tidak bahagia. Suatu malam, Hans tidak bisa tidur. Tiba-tiba dia punya ide dan bisa bangun dari tempat tidurnya. Dia mengambil kotak kaca dan memukulnya sekali. Anjing itu datang. "Ini malam-malam yang indah," kata Hans, "dan tak seorang pun akan melihat. Saya tahu bahwa sang putri ingin berjalan di kebun saya. Bawa dia ke sini." Sangat cepat anjing itu kembali. Sang putri tertidur telentang. Wajah cantiknya sedih. Hans membangunkannya dan membawanya ke taman. "Di mana saya?" Dia menangis. "Apa yang terjadi?" Dia takut. "Anda berjalan dengan saya di kebun saya," kata Hans. "Lihat bunga-bunga itu tertidur." "Sebuah kebun," teriak sang putri. "Apakah saya di luar dengan tanah di bawah kakiku dan langit di atas kepalaku? Tidak ada dinding, tidak ada jendela. Aku bisa mendengar suara malam di sekitarku." Mereka berjalan untuk waktu yang lama. Kemudian matahari mulai muncul. "Aku harus pergi," katanya. "Tetapi bagaimana aku bisa sampai di sini?" Hans bercerita tentang kotak kaca dan anjing-anjing itu. Dia memukul kotak dan memanggil anjing itu. "Anjing yang baik," katanya. Ketika itu muncul, "Kamu memiliki mata yang indah. Bawa aku pulang. Aku tidak ingin ada yang melihat kita. Terima kasih untuk malam ini, Hans." Sang putri naik ke punggung anjing dan tertidur. Keesokan harinya, sang putri tidak ingat apa-apa, tapi dia merasa berbeda. Pelayannya, Anna, seorang wanita yang cemburu dan tidak baik, membangunkannya. Dia berkata, "Bangun, putri, ini sudah tengah hari. Raja sedang menunggumu." "Apakah dia?" kata sang putri, dan dia melompat dengan gembira dari tempat tidur. "Lihat, Anna, ini hari yang indah." Anna mulai berpikir. Beberapa hal menjadi aneh. Pertama, sang putri selalu bangun jam 7, tapi hari ini jam 12. Kedua, sang putri selalu sedih, tetapi hari ini dia bahagia. Ketiga, bagian bawah baju tidur sang putri kotor. Keempat, ada bunga putih yang indah di lantai kamar tidur sang putri, tetapi tidak ada bunga putih di taman raja. Anna pergi ke raja. "Mari kita tunggu dan lihat," kata raja. Ketika dia keluar lagi, ikuti dia dengan baik. Hans jatuh cinta dengan sang putri. Dia memikirkannya sepanjang hari dan sepanjang malam. Setelah 3 hari, dia tidak bisa menunggu. Dia memukul kotak kaca 1, 2, dan anjing dengan mata sebesar jeruk muncul. "Tolong bawa putri ke kebun saya," katanya. Anjing itu pergi ke sang putri, tapi Anna juga ada di sana. Anjing itu membawa sang putri pergi dengan punggungnya, dan Anna mengikutinya. Anjing itu berhenti di pintu sebuah rumah besar dan masuk. Anna melihat huruf X di pintu dan pulang. Hans dan sang putri berjalan di taman. Hans menceritakan kisah wanita tua dan pohon dan 3 anjing dan kotak kaca. Dia memberitahu sang putri tentang ibunya yang malang dan tentang 3 saudara laki-laki dan 3 saudara perempuannya. Sang putri menyukai cerita-ceritanya. Dia berbicara tentang orang tuanya. Ayah saya adalah pria yang hebat dan raja yang baik, katanya. Tapi ketika ibuku meninggal, dia berubah. Tiba-tiba dia menjadi tua, lelah, dan sedih. Dia mengurungku di rumah itu. Sekarang dia marah tentang hal-hal kecil. Dia tidak ingin menjadi raja. Dia ingin bunga putih di kebunnya. Ibuku menyukai bunga putih, tapi sekarang bunganya selalu mati. Merahnya mentari pagi mulai menyinari langit. Sang putri mengucapkan selamat malam kepada Hans. Dia memukul kotak 1, 2, dan anjing kedua muncul. Dengan matanya yang sebesar jeruk, anjing ini bisa melihat segalanya. Itu melihat X di pintu dan itu memberitahu Hans. Ho ho, tertawa Hans. Ikut aku dengan cepat dan kita akan menulis X di setiap pintu di jalan ini dan 10 jalan berikutnya. Keesokan harinya, Anna menceritakan kisah malam itu kepada raja. Raja membawa Anna dan beberapa pria ke jalan Hans. Ini rumahnya, teriak Anna. Tidak, ini dia, teriak raja. Salah satu pria berlari ke arah mereka. Rumahnya ada di jalan sebelah. Katanya, ada tanda X di pintunya. Setiap rumah memiliki tanda X di pintunya. Raja sangat marah dan pulang. Kemudian pada hari itu, Anna memikirkan rencana lain. Dia masuk ke kamarnya dan menutup pintu. Dia membuat tas kecil dan dia memasukkan batu putih kecil ke dalam tas. Dia membuat sayatan kecil di bagian bawah tas dan kemudian memasukkannya ke dalam pakaian sang putri. Sekarang, katanya, ketika sang putri keluar, batu-batu kecil akan jatuh ke jalan. Kita bisa mengikuti batu-batu itu ke rumah. Malam itu, Hans menelpon sang putri lagi dengan membawa kotak kaca. Mereka berjalan di taman. Anjing dengan mata sebesar piring menunggu di depan rumah. Saya ingin menjadi seorang pangeran, kata Hans. Saya tidak ingin menjadi seorang putri, kata sang putri. Mengapa? Tanya Hans. Dia tidak menjawab. Aku ingin menjadi pangeran, katanya, karena aku ingin menikahimu. Mereka duduk di bawah pohon. Hans meletakkan kotak kaca itu di tanah dan sebelahnya. Jangan jadi pangeran, katanya. Aku tidak bisa mencintai seorang pangeran. Aku akan menjadi gadis miskin dan kamu akan menjadi Hans. Pada saat itu, anjing melihat raja dan Anna dengan 100 pelayan. Mereka keluar dari rumah raja dan melihat batu-batu putih kecil. Batu-batu putih bersinar dalam kegelapan dan mereka mengikuti anjing itu berlari ke sang putri. Raja akan datang. Itu menangis. Cepat datang. Anjing itu lari melalui jalan-jalan dengan sang putri di punggungnya. Raja, Anna, dan para pelayan tiba di rumah Hans. Apakah sang putri ada di sini? Seru raja. Hans tidak menjawab. Tiba-tiba raja melihat sepatu kecil putrinya di tanah di samping beberapa bunga putih yang indah. Dia tidak bisa berbicara selama 1 menit. Lalu dia berkata dengan marah kepada Hans. Pemotong kayuku akan memenggal kepalamu besok pukul 12. Para pelayan membawa Hans ke rumah raja dan mengurungnya di sebuah ruangan. Hans mencari kotak kaca. Di mana itu? Hilang. Dia tidak bisa memanggil anjing. Lalu dia ingat. Itu di bawah pohon. Ketika matahari terbit, Hans pergi ke jendela dan melihat keluar. Dia sangat tinggi. Dia melihat seorang anak kecil di bawahnya dan memanggilnya. Hai, anak laki-laki itu. Apa yang kamu inginkan? Seru anak laki-laki itu. Apakah Anda Ingin 3 sen? Ya, silahkan, kata anak laki-laki itu. Kalau begitu, lari ke rumahku. Katakan pada pelayanku, Hans punya kotak kaca kecil. Itu ada di taman di bawah pohon. Dia ingin aku membawanya ke rumah raja. Ketika Anda membawakan saya kotak itu, saya akan memberi Anda 3 pen. Anak itu menghilang. Tak lama kemudian dia kembali dengan kotak itu. Lemparkan padaku, seru Hans. Anak laki-laki itu melemparkan kotak itu, dan Hans menangkapnya. Kemudian dia melemparkan uang itu. Pada saat itu, pintu terbuka, dan anak buah raja masuk. Mereka membawa Hans ke alun-alun besar di pusat kota. Semua orang dari kota ada di sana. Mereka ingin menonton. Raja berdiri di tengah alun-alun dengan orang-orang penting kota di sekelilingnya. Di depan Hans berdiri pemotong kayu besar yang kuat. Dia mengenakan mantel merah panjang dan topi hitam tinggi. "Apakah kamu siap?" kata raja kepada penebang kayu. "Apakah kamu siap?" kata si penebang kayu kepada Hans. "Tidak," seru Hans, dan dia mengeluarkan kotak kaca itu. "Apakah kamu siap?" kata si pemotong kayu kepada Hans. "Tidak," seru Hans, dan dia memukul kotak itu sekali. Dia memukul kotak lagi, 1, 2, dan kemudian lagi 1, 2, 3. Ketiga anjing itu berdiri di depannya. "Singkirkan penebang kayu," katanya kepada anjing dengan mata sebesar telur. "Lemparkan dia ke sungai." Anjing itu lari dengan penebang kayu di punggungnya. "Bawa anak buah raja pergi," kata Hans kepada anjing dengan mata sebesar piring. Anjing itu semakin besar. Semua orang menyaksikan dengan mulut terbuka. Sekarang anjing itu sebesar rumah. Anak buah raja sangat ketakutan dan lari. "Bawa sang putri ke sini," kata Hans kepada anjing bermata besar jeruk. "Di mana raja?" Dia menangis. Dalam waktu singkat, sang putri dan raja berdiri di depan Hans dengan anjing-anjing itu di belakang mereka. "Apakah Anda ingin menjadi raja?" Hans bertanya pada raja tua. "Tidak," kata raja. "Saya hanya ingin memiliki bunga putih di kebun saya dan anak perempuan yang bahagia. Ketika sang putri dan saya menikah, bunga putih akan hidup di taman Anda lagi, dan sang putri akan bahagia." Maka Hans menikahi sang putri. Raja dan ratu baru hidup bahagia selama bertahun-tahun. Mereka memiliki 6 anak dan sebuah taman yang sangat besar. Raja tua itu menjalani tahun-tahun terakhirnya di dekat mereka. Tamannya adalah lautan bunga putih sepanjang tahun.